prevent. People with severe pain or who must undergo surgery find relief from narcotics. Narcotics have valuable medical uses, particularly for people afflicted with life-threatening illness.
However, illegal and excessive use of narcotics can lead to abuse or dependence. It can endanger people's lives because of its damaging effects on the mind and body. The effects of narcotics abuse is felt not only by the individual, but by the family, community, and society as well. There must be a concerted effort to fight drug abuse or dependence. Individuals must stay away from drugs. The family and society must provide a nurturing environment. Lastly, the government must prevent and fight drug abuse.
Narcotic drugs are valuable in the field of medicine. They are effective pain relievers used in cough medicine preparations and can induce sleep. Aside from their medical use, narcotics produce a general sense of well-being by reducing tension, anxiety, and aggression. These effects are helpful in a therapeutic setting, but when improperly used, narcotics have adverse effects that may lead to abuse.
Narcotics. The term narcotic was derived from a Greek word which means to make numb. Narcotics are drugs that relieve pain and induce sleep by depressing the central nervous system. Medically, they are used as potent painkillers, cough depressants, and as an active component of anti-diarrheal preparations. Narcotics, primarily analgesics, produce several effects that relieve pain and induces narcosis that causes sleep. The effects of narcotic drugs are drowsiness, changes in mood, apathy, restlessness, lethargy, and unconsciousness. They can also cause nausea, vomiting, and slowed breathing. These drugs have a very high potential for abuse. Narcotics include opium and its derivatives such as morphine, heroin, codeine, and other synthetic chemicals with morphine-like action. Narcotics such as morphine and codeine are medically useful drugs. Morphine is the most important painkiller used in medicine. Codeine is an effective narcotic depressant by working as the cough controller of the body. Although medically useful, narcotics can be dangerous if illegally bought. An overdose of these drugs can cause death.
Narcotics can only be obtained legally through a doctor's prescription. Doctors prescribe the narcotic morphine and opiate to control extreme pain, codeine to stop a severe cough or to relieve pain, and paregorics to stop a diarrhea and relieve pain associated with teething. These three drugs are strongly addictive that their sale and use are controlled by law. Recently, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, banned the use of paregoric in anti-diarrheal preparations since there is no proof of its efficacy.
Narcotics abuse is the non-medical use of narcotics. Narcotics abuse is widespread among the young people and adults as well as the poor and wealthy. It is indeed harmful and even life-threatening. It can ruin one's life and one's family. It can break down a person's character, thus leading to the commission of criminal acts and even suicide.
Effects of narcotics abuse. The effects of the different types of narcotics are essentially similar, but they differ in the degree of the intensity, rate of onset, and the development of dependence. The usual effects range from euphoria, feeling of well-being, drowsiness, and in the worst cases, and severe malnutrition.
Drug abuse and crime is a major factor in our nation's crime rate. A large percentage of the crimes committed in our country is drug-related. According to the 2004 Philippine Information and Agencies report, about 65% to 75% of heinous crimes were committed by individuals high on drugs. Rape, murder, incest, and robbery were among the list of drug-related crimes.
To fight against drug abuse, ruining life, saying no to drugs is a right and a responsibility. This decision will make an individual's life and future.
Government agencies responsible for their treatment and rehabilitation for drug dependents. The government plays a major role in fighting drug addictions and riding the stress of drugs. Part of solution is to reduce the demand as well as the supply of drugs.
Here are some government agencies responsible for the treatment and rehabilitation of drug dependents. Number 1, Drug Abuse Rehabilitation Network, or DARN. Number 2, National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI. Number 3, Dangerous Drug Board, or DDB. Number 4, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, or PDEA. And number 5, Department of Health, or DOH.
Non-governmental organizations involved in drug rehabilitation. Non-governmental organizations are also heavily involved in the rehabilitation and treatment of drug dependents. Among these are the following.
Number 1, Shalom House Incorporation. Number 2, Drug Abuse Research Foundation Incorporation, or DARFI. Number 3, Narcotics Foundation of the Philippines, or NFPI. Number 4, Ang Tahanan.
Responsible decision. Most young people today are learning the dangers of using prohibited drugs. They have learned the value and the importance of saying no to drugs. Saying no is not always easy to do, especially when they have to say no to friends. Doing so, however, is a healthy and wise decision in those who choose, otherwise develop more serious problems.